Yeah, changing the face of fitness. And no, Riaz, it's not just about yoga. We're talking about classes like ugly sweaters and tight club. Yes, we are here at Distrikt Movement where they're also impacting the community. Lots more coming up on BT, but as we go to break, imagine doing your weights with heels. My, how times have changed. Exactly. No, we're not working out with high heels, but I thought it was kind of cool. Alex and Gianna, of course, from Distrikt Movement here in North Vancouver, this concept of fitness. And you guys really don't want to be pigeonholed because this, I mean, Riaz said, oh, we're talking yoga. Well, we'll talk yoga, but it's not just yoga, and it certainly doesn't feel like a yoga studio here.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to create something that felt more like our lounge, is sort of more like a retail space or a coffee shop. We wanted people to feel really connected to our space and not feel like they were walking into a gym environment or nothing too zen like a yoga studio.
And super cool classes like ugly sweaters, tight club, and we're going to talk booty yoga a little bit later, but let's talk about the community, the movement, because you're calling yourself Distrikt Movement. What is it that you hope to do with the community, and what have you already done? I mean, I know that you founded Girlvana, and of course you Varsity.
Yeah. What we wanted to do with the idea of movement is have everyone come into one space, so just not pigeonholed. Oh, I'm a yogi, I only practice at this studio, or I only do fitness, I only practice here.
But the youth, how are you helping the youth?
Well, definitely with the youth. With my own program, Varsity Initiative, we try to provide youth with the space to get stronger, but also a part of it, why we call it Varsity, is to be first string, not only in sports, but also in communities. We actually provide volunteer opportunities for youth that come.
And you're dealing with youth sometimes that are dealing with self-confidence issues, bullying issues, especially you with Girlvana, Alex.
Yeah, so I started Girlvana as a way to give girls an outlet through movement, but also combining aspects of meditation and mindfulness, and just starting to see girls with tons of anxiety issues, not sleeping, depressed, unhappy with who they are and their bodies. And I really felt yoga was a good outlet and a good way to get girls more connected and start to love themselves and have positive mentors. And that's kind of how Jan and I met. We connected over that same kind of idea of what youth needed.
And there are ways that youth can be involved in Distrikt Movement. We're going to talk some of the classes coming up a little bit later. Booty Yoga up next just after 7 o'clock, guys. For more details on Distrikt Yoga, you can go to their website coming up on the screen throughout the morning. Yes, what do you get when you combine yoga, dance, and plyometrics? You get booty yoga here at Distrikt Movement. We're going to show you some basic moves that you can do at home today. Keeping it fun. Stay with us live from North Vancouver. Booty yoga, which by the way is B-U-T-I, not booty yoga, but Carolyn works the booty, right?
Absolutely. Oh,
so
yeah.
What are we doing right now?
This is part of the warm-up sequence in booty yoga. We're warming up the spine. We're breathing in, breathing out, in, out. Take it up a notch.
So it is a little bit of a fusion type of yoga. Tell us what booty yoga is.
So we mix plyometrics, short bursts of firing muscles, general form yoga, and a bit of dance.
Excellent. Okay, let's get to our next movement.
So cross at the ankles. Let's take it into a plank pose. This is where the plyometrics come in. You can modify on your knees, belly button to the spine. The core is working so hard here. We take the knee to the nose, and then drop the hips down, engage the core, open the chest.
Right, so if someone is a yogi, then they will be quite bendy in this case, because it's very similar to something like, I guess, a cobra or whatever, but if you're not, you can follow in the back.
You can take the knees down to the mat, knee to nose, still working the same benefits through the shoulder girdle, through the core.
All right, let's go through our next movement. And you're gonna go through the full vinyasa. I'm gonna just stand up.
Let's circle those hips, take it down, chaturanga, and inhale. Upward dog, back to a downward dog, and hop the feet forward. Little squat, let's take it up to stand.
And that's where you get the plyometrics in there, so you're actually burning quite a few more calories than maybe a typical yoga class. Okay, next one.
Okay, so here we are in chair pose, Utkatasana. Big toe bones together, lengthen the tailbone down to the mat, and we start to circle the hips.
Do people giggle in this class? I mean,
a little bit. It tends to be a new form of movement for most people.
All right, let's do our final warrior pose, and I'll let you go ahead and demonstrate that. This is booty yoga taking place at Distrikt Movement in North Vancouver, Michelle. Class tonight, by the way, at 7:30. Michelle, I think you could work that booty, move those hips like this, making yoga fun. Certainly not on the Zen side, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is just down the street from me on Dollarton Highway there, right, Dawn?
There you go. It is just down the street from me. In fact, make your way here at 7:30, Michelle. I'm sure Alex here will welcome you. She's giving a thumbs up. We are here at Distrikt Movement where we are talking ugly sweaters. No, not the clothing. The class here in North Vancouver. What makes it different? We're going to be working it coming up next on BT. Stay with us. Yeah, we're talking district movement, and earlier we were focused quite a bit on yoga, which people might think this is a yoga studio, but they actually have several different classes. I got to give these two a little bit of a break for a second here. Gian, what is this that they're doing?
They are doing battle ropes. This is a part of their ugly sweaters class.
Ugly sweaters, so people aren't expected to wear an ugly sweater.
Well, actually, some people did in the first week. Some people came and they had their yoga mats and they're like, oh, I thought we had to bring in ugly sweaters. But the idea is that you're just sweating ugly.
Excellent.
Right?
Let's go through the first movement here. So they're using battle ropes.
Here, Marley and Cole are going to do just alternating waves. So your core is getting a workout. They're in kind of 3/4 stance. Their arm is moving really fast. So this is a exercise primarily used in like MMA conditioning, mixed martial arts, what the fighters use to get ready.
Okay, next movement.
And the next movement here, they're going to do rope slam. So dynamic, just like a jumping motion, hips opening, and ropes slamming to the ground as hard as possible.
And then the final movement.
And the final movement, we're going to turn it up a little bit, so they're going to add the rope slam with a burpee, and we call this rumbles.
A rope slam with the burpee. So this is all part of the ugly sweaters class. There's also an element that we're going to see Mike do as well. What's he doing here?
Yeah,
Thanks, guys. You guys take a break.
So with Mike here, we're going to do some slam balls. So these are medicine balls that don't bounce off the ground. They have sand in it, and the idea is a full body motion from the ground as fast as you can to overhead position, and then as hard as you can to the ground.
And how long is this class in duration?
The class is an hour long, but most of the workouts are like a fight, like a typical fight, 3 minute, 1 minute off for 3 rounds. So we're actually hyping people up for 3 minutes. You get a nice pause, and then you go again.
Excellent. Well, we gave these two a nice pause. You guys get back to work. We're going to keep working out here at District Movement here in North Vancouver. Coming up next, we're going to do a class called Hush Hush, I believe. That's coming up next. Yes, it is. All right, working hard here, guys.
The ugly sweater looks a lot like NHLers getting prepared for training camp.
District Movement in North Vancouver, where they are hoping to change the community. They got things like youth classes, which we'll talk about in a bit. And if you are thinking that you need to choose between being a Zen yogi and working out at the gym, no, 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 no. There are no borders here. We're talking crushing it and hushing it coming up just before 9 o'clock.
Don's got the green juice all ready to go there too.
Alyssa would be proud.
It all ties in, right? We're all talking wellness this morning here on BT. We're here at District Movement, where we are crushing it, and then we are hushing it. We'll tell you what that's about and how they are creating a movement through movement here at District. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Yeah, we're not talking Zen yet, but we eventually will get there. We're talking crushing it and hushing it, a class here at District Movement in North Vancouver. Gian, how does this sort of tie into the thing here, the class?
This is our signature clash. Basically, these two, Marley and Cole, are crushing the workout. They're conditioning. They're working their whole body, doing some low squats and a twist, so engaging their core. And then as soon as they're done this, probably 20 minutes of working out, we jump into the quieter portion and hush it out.
Jump into the quiet. Let's make our way into the quiet version here, where we've got Alex, who is hushing it. And I'm going to meet you in pigeon here. Oh, gotta open up that hip. So once we've done that cardio aspect, we've gone really intense. Now we're going to calm it down, right?
So we basically want to balance a crush workout with opening up the hips, opening up the hamstrings, really tapping into where people are really tight. And what we find is that it brings the yogis to the workout class, and it brings the workout fitness kind of guys into the yoga. So kind of getting the balance for everyone.
Excellent. Okay, so we're going to take a bit of a break, but let's go around the room. Let's go through some of the poses they're doing
Cool.
here.
So Emma's doing downward facing dog, which is a stretch for her calves, hamstrings, Achilles, and then she's just going to step it forward into a lunge. So she's targeting opening up her hip flexors and opening up through the chest. And then Mike back here is getting a hip stretch. So generally we see the glutes get really tight just because of all the squatting that we're doing. We do a lot of running here as well. And then Marley's getting her little twist on there. So she's getting a nice stretch for her lower back, opening up her shoulders. And then Cole's getting his hamstrings. So he's getting hamstrings, calves, and stretching out his lower back.
Okay, so let's talk about what makes you guys different. Of course, we got Jan here. We've got you, your partners here at District Movement in North Vancouver. You say it's a movement through movement. What does that mean?
Well, our first commitment is community, and we wanted to create a mindfulness and a consciousness around coming together sort of as a village. So we wanted to create a movement of people coming together, but it's through movement. So people are connecting through working out, connecting through doing yoga, connecting through you know, the struggle of working out, and then what it is to kind of relax and create a consciousness together.
And there is something for youth here as well.
So Jan and I run both of our youth programs here. So Varsity Initiative is Jan's program. I run Girl Vanna Yoga, so yoga for teen girls. and we bring the kids together quite a bit, and they're offered all after school.
And so it gives people really a sense of self-confidence and community here.
Yeah, definitely. When they see their parents also working out in the same studio that they worked out at in the morning or after school, it kind of makes you feel like you're a part of something bigger than just what you do.
It is a movement where you're moving and creating movement at the same time here at Distrikt Movement in North Vancouver. By the way, the Crush Hush class happens tonight. For more details, you can go to their website.